No Child Left Behind has set benchmarks for us to reach. And so that has made us be more focused in our efforts.
No Child Left Behind has changed our focus in education. We are now more standards driven. We are more paying attention to subgroups. We pay attention a little bit more to those details that maybe had fallen by the wayside.
Schools where achievement is historically high have felt that No Child Left Behind waters down their curriculum and creates a situation where teachers and kids waste their time on test prep and that sort of thing, and that their curriculum is much more challenging than the low level set by No Child Left Behind.
They've tied numbers to things instead of just we need to get better. So I applaud the fact that we actually have targets to hit.
No Child Left Behind has forced us to focus on the lower achieving students, to gain a minimum level of proficiency. You know, we try to pull these kids up to this minimum level of proficiency, and we spend all of our effort doing that, but we don't take these upper level kids and pull them up to a higher level of proficiency.
The gap is just as wide today, 7 years after the law passed, as it was 7 years ago. 8th grade and 12th grade scores, or reading scores, are actually going down.
Those schools that haven't been successful, many parents and principals there actually feel that it has raised the standards in those schools, and that kids are achieving at levels they hadn't been able to before.
What No Child Left Behind has done is intensify the pressure on schools, particularly that are lower achieving schools, and the teachers in those schools. As
a piece of legislation, personally, whenever politicians get involved in education, usually get a bad product.
The faith that politicians have placed in this set high standards and test kids and to put accountability into place model, it doesn't work.
A lot of your issues are socioeconomic and the expectations of students graduating high school. There still is schools in Tennessee and around the nation where the culture of that community is to drop out and get your GED. It's perfectly acceptable.
You could line up the school districts in Kentucky by achievement levels, and it was a 100% match with poverty levels. The higher the level of poverty in the district, the less likely was making adequate progress.
So I wouldn't say that No Child Left Behind has had a dramatic impact on the achievement of kids in high poverty areas.
The overall theme is, I'm not allowed to actually teach anymore. All of the things that we used to do that seem to be producing positive results are currently banned. I had one of them email me this past year that she's leaving. She's one of the Florida teachers leaving this building she's been in for over 20 years. It's a high poverty school out by Lake Okeechobee, and she said, I'm leaving because No Child Left Behind has so handcuffed me I can no longer teach. I'm moving to one of the suburban schools where I'll be able to teach kids, And she said, I cry over this, and I think about these kids that I'm leaving. She said, I can't do this anymore. And I thought, that's the story of the effect of No Child Left Behind.